to kill an hour, to kill an hour, or actually a little under an hour. We're gonna kill a little under an hour. I am gonna. I don't know if I still have my setup. Let's see if I still have my setup. Let's see. Do we have? No, we do not. Okay, so here we're gonna do this. We're doing this shit in real time, y'all. Y'all have no idea how much we are about to do some shit in real time. Y'all are about to see how the sausage is made in real time. I normally don't let y'all see this process because it's my least favorite part of the process is the sausage. We don't no. So what I'm about to do. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Talk to me. Like I said, what's gonna happen is y'all are gonna talk to me, and while you talk to me, I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw while we talk, so that way. Yeah, we're gonna draw. We're gonna draw. It's so. I'm going to. I don't know what I tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Man, y'all are gonna get to see so much of the sausage here in just a minute. And I mean, I'm sorry. I apologize for danger. Speaking so loosely and so freely, but yeah, y'all are about to see a lot of the sausage. I just want to put that out there. So some of you know what? Let's do a little behind the scenes. Let's do a little behind the scenes. You guys y'all like behind the scenes stuff, I imagine. Maybe, possibly, could be. So some of you know that I've been working on some comic shit for quite some time. And while I have talked about them in some modicum of ways, I've never really just gone super mega ultra in depth. I'm still not gonna, but I am, however, going to we'll take a look at some things. We're gonna take a look at some stuff. We're gonna take a look at some things, some stuff and or some things. Okay. That cool? Cool. If it's not cool, well, you know how that goes. So, and Rough Rider already out here. Blerd taking commissions. No. Well, I tell you what. So here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. I actually kind of debated about this. So I have two. Okay, so you guys know about one comic. There are technically 3 comics I'm actively working on in varying stages of development. There is the one comic. I don't know why I'm always speaking about it as though it's just some mysterious thing. It is going to be called Heart of the Darkness. But it is a heart is in HART, not HEART. But I personally have been working on this comic for about 5 years, development wise. The on the development side, 5 years is what is what I've been doing. Now, that said, I originally was drawing the comic. However, I passed on the art duties to my homie Quinn McGowan. Not because I didn't like what I had done, but largely because I wanted more time to develop other things, as well as I also knew that if I was drawing it, I was probably not going to be able to put in all of the heart and soul that I really wanted to put into it, especially because it's going to be a very stylized comic. So there's that. But there's and we'll talk more about that as time progresses. But something else I had been working on is a little manga idea that I had. And that one kind of ties in to Rough Rider's question about, are there any Sentai inspired characters in my book? Yes, yes, there are. Um. So for me, what I will put out there is you've probably if you follow me on like threads. I don't think I've actually posted any of this on Blue Sky, but we're gonna kind of I'm gonna pull this up and you guys can kind of see a little teensy weensy bit about what I've been kind of messing around with. Actually, let's take this one down because that was not fully cooked. That one's not fully cooked. It's not ready to be seen by the world. Not the world at large. Let's pull. We'll do this one. We'll do this because this one's like out in the wind. It's out there in the wind. There's no hiding this one. So here, let's see how this is gonna look. Boom, there we go. There's me. That's me. I have to move the camera a little bit just to kind of not be all the way off this motherfucker. But this is something I've been working on. This is another one that's kind of been. This one is like a grayscale test that I've been working on for like a while. And I was actually kind of messing around with like how I wanted to make this work. This one's kind of got a lot of moving parts to it, even though it's a very like simple design. Basically, the long and short of it is, yes, like instead of having a oh, actually, hold on, let me pull this up because I just realized I don't have all my normal shit on this one like I normally would because I don't normally stream with this one. Can we pull that one up? I think we can pull this. Can we? Yeah, I wonder if that one will. Can we go back to that one and pull it back up? I don't know if it's I don't know if it'll let me. I don't know if it'll actually let me. But yeah, basically the long and short of it is instead of being just a character, it's going to be an entire story focused on that sort of thing. So and I'm actually pretty excited for it. This is basically the MC, the main character for this. It's got a lot of different like inspirations. Some of it is Super Sentai, some of it's Kamen Rider, some of it is if you're familiar with the old manga and anime 8-Man inspired, some of it's Guyver inspired. Like it wears a lot of inspirations. Hell, some of it's even DBZ inspired. Just depending on if you kind of know where to look. But that is basically it. That's basically the long and short of it. And I see here, what's this? Actually, here, let's get rid of that one because it does not actually work. Here, let's do that. Do we have I thought we had one, but man, the lies I have told. Let's see here. Yeah, here it is. Is it this one? Maybe it's this one. There it is. Heart of the Darkness. Is that the one where Hawk and Blade meet up in Memphis to fight evil from back in the 80s? So here's the funny thing about that. You don't realize how close that is to being what it is. So here, just for simplicity's sake. So Heart of the Darkness, which I've talked about it kind of a little bit before, but it is a story that takes place in my backyard of Memphis, Tennessee, but an alternate version of it. And it is actually about a character who I think some people would immediately at first glance, like just assume is like a Blade knockoff, but he's actually closer. He has like probably in look, he looks a lot more the way Blade is depicted now, which is kind of funny how the timing on that laid out. But he is in attitude not really anything like Blade. He's actually more like A Man Called Hawk. It's like if A Man Called Hawk took place in Memphis, Tennessee. but with monsters like werewolves, vampires, and fae and ghosts and goblins and shit. But yeah, that's basically what that is. For those that are curious. But yeah, to get us back into the thing though, what I am gonna do is we're just gonna fart around. We're gonna fart around with some stuff. And what I'll do is here. Do we have a? Yeah, we'll just do that for right now. I'm just saying, it just is what it is. I look, I don't make this stuff up, okay? I don't make it up. I'm actually gonna take these guys. I usually have these built into every. I'm gonna take these guidelines off because they usually just get in the way. Let's get me a good pencil in here. Is this the? Yeah, this is the one, I think. Yep. And take the lock off of that. I need to actually save this without the locks on because that's actually annoying. For those who don't know, I'm using Clip Studio Paint. It's probably one of the more common. Actually, here, let's take that off of there. Let's do monochrome, and we're gonna make everything blue. There we go. It's probably one of the more common. Types of programs people use to draw, maybe other than like Procreate, which is a weird name. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't use Procreate because it's a Mac thing, and I don't have a Mac. But yeah. But as far as like the manga thing, that one's gonna be something that's gonna cook over time. It's basically gonna. I'm not gonna lie. To boil it down in its most simplistic of terms, because I don't think Guyver is ever going to ever actually be finished. I feel like that is a book that's just going to like remain incomplete for time immemorial. I remember sitting down one day and was like, ooh, what if I did Guyver myself? So that's kind of what it is on its face, but also it's kind of not. And if anyone is wondering why are there these weird particles on my screen, it's because it's the pencil that I'm using. So it has like a rough texture to it, which is kind of what I prefer when I'm sketching. I don't know. There's something about it. I like having that weird like sketch vibe. But this is just the rough part of it. And there's that. Okay. So, part 1 done. Does the top eye move? Yes, it is an active eye. Going back to this, yeah. The eye moves, and you can kind of see here like the kind of stress lines. It squints, it widens, it does the kind of squinty fry meme thing sometimes. And honestly, a lot of the times more often than not, will probably mimic whatever the main character's eyes are doing at the time. But in this case, it's kind of making a frowny. It's basically, I've been kind of like doing different tests with how to make the eye expressive without actually like, fucking up the whole thing. For case in point. But, and actually, to be fair, let's kind of do this, because I kind of forgot where we were and what we were doing. But yeah, the idea is kind of similar in a lot of retrospects to and actually no, you know what? I want to be a little more expressive with that. Let's be a little more expressive. Let's do that. We're going to be a little bit more expressive. Let's see. Mostly because we're gonna go with the shark teeth motif on this one. Mostly because that's kind of her thing. But yeah, the eye will move. It'll be very expressive. And this one will be more of the same. There. But yeah, it's going to be multiple characters, all with about roughly the same ability. I'm just doing this just so I kind of will have I'll have a idea of just exactly where it goes. But like the main difference, the only thing, like as far as like the like similarities, like things that the that each of the characters will have in common, like with a specific thing, each of them will like they'll all kind of look the same, but by and large, they will all kind of be their own thing. Like they'll each have like different powers. It'll be almost it'll in that regard be a bit more Kamen Rider than Super Sentai. There we go. All right. Let's see here. You know, here, let's do this. Let's do this. I like to help people. Actually, you know what? You beat me to it, Devontre. I usually like to help people. And I appreciate Devontre for coming in off the top rope because, yeah, whenever people do shit like that, it's always so weird to me. It's such weird energy because it's like, you wanted attention. You wanted attention, and then you got it. So, go have fun. Go take some, go get you a few wings, pimp. Go get you a few wings, pimp. I take it that was someone who, you know, they you know, we sometimes you got to help people out. You gotta help you. It's like when you like, okay, so here's the thing. Like if I ever go, you know what I do? If I go to someone else's like content or live stream, if I don't enjoy what they're doing or they're not entertaining me, do you know what I do? I just hit Control W or Alt left arrow and go somewhere else, or just click on something else. That's what I do. But yeah, if you are salty that T is not here, I'm not gonna lie, that's not my fault. So there you go. And it's no shade at her because I know that like she's dealing with some shit. So like I'm not even like being salty about it. Like it's just it is what it is at that point. Like I can't control what someone else is doing. Like so if you can't accept that, then you have bigger problems than I do. Here we'll do hers like this because she's got more of a. There we go. Okay, so there. Now I usually work incredibly rough. That's just what I do. I usually work rough. I oftentimes, honestly, don't even really like to do, I oftentimes don't even really like to do, what's his face? I'm blanking on words. Why are words so hard today? There. There we go. Like, yeah, some people like do like a rough and then do like line art and then do inking and then do, like, I don't even like doing that. I actually skip a step in there because yeah, I can do that. Now, if I was working like 100% if I was working like 100% like analog, sure. I would probably do more, but you know, we're working digitally, so guess what? Not doing that shit. All right, now there. And we'll do like a little there. And there. Okay. I'm using Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint is what I'm in right now. All right, now we can actually, I'm going to lock this down because we're not going to mess with that anymore from that point. But we are in now the ink phase. So we're just going to do that. That's kind of for me where everything starts to kind of come together. It's rarely, if ever, in this in the pencil phase. Actually, here, back out all that. I want to hit that a little bit differently. There. And typically, what I like to do is I like to start with the eyes. I like to start with the eyes because if you get the eyes right, then everything else is good to go. No, so this is actually like in transfer. This is like actually the henshin has already occurred. The henshin has already occurred. I will say too, if you have a mind to do like digital art, personally, I think Clip is the best out there. I mean, yeah, there is actually we're gonna move that just a little bit because that's actually, oh wait, nope, I didn't click it all the way. There we go. The best part about Clip is if you fuck up, guess what you can do? You can move things. There. That's a little bit better. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. But yeah, that to me is that to me that is the best part about Clip is for one. You know, let's do it like this. Actually, here, let's do it. Trying to like remember how I drew her in my sketchbook when I could just literally like look over. There we go. But yeah. But the main idea is that when you have Clip, they have so many like free assets that you can like just take up. Says I cry every time. I'm born for pencil, but everything wanting. Okay, so man, it's so funny that you said that. It's so funny you said that because there's an artist who, while I don't like check out everything that he does, I do love his art style, and something that he does that I actually wish that I could get away with myself, but I never will be able to, I don't think. And I even thought about doing it for this, is I wanted to do like full on grayscale. Full on grayscale for a for this thing. And that's kind of, if you go back and look, here, I'll pull this up again. This is what this is. There's no ink on this whatsoever. This is all pencil shading. I just did a lot of it. Everything you see here, strictly pencil, no pen, no ink whatsoever. However, it takes about the same amount of time. Honestly, for me, it takes about the same amount of time. It's not any quicker then it's not any quicker than doing it the other way. So that's why ultimately I kind of just gave up on the idea of it. Actually, here, cut that back a little bit. Cut that back a little bit. Because we got her kind of with a pretty wide smile. So there we go. And we can kind of erase some of that. Clean that up just a little bit. A lot of my time is spent cleaning up my own disastrous lines. That's usually how this goes. And then we'll kind of go from there. And actually, here, let's cut that back just a taste. The best part about, but yeah, I was kind of into, the best part about Clip Studio is that you can actually get away with so much. Like, hold on, let's go back on that one just a teensy-weensy bit. There. That went squirrely on me. There. You can actually even animate in Clip, though I've never personally tried it, so don't think that it's like the the end all be all or whatever when it comes to animation. I think that's where you're probably gonna want to take your ass over to Procreate and be satisfied. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do this a little differently. Let's go back a little bit because I need something a little bit different. Let's go with the G pen on this one. Nope. Nope. Actually, nope. Let's do it like this. I'm trying to do it all as like one clean line, but I'm in a weird spot. Honestly, a lot of this I'm probably just gonna go back over. So, and then we'll just do a little. Let's see. Possibly. I haven't gotten that far with her yet. Her thing is largely super strength. But we're going with the shark teeth because that is usually a symbol of aggression. Usually very aggressive characters. Usually very aggressive characters have the shark teeth vibe. And she is definitely that. There. Do her little ear holes. Like I said, we'll go back over. I usually almost always go back over and like clean up and bold outlines. There. And then we'll do like there. And then we'll do one of my favorite tools, the lasso fill. We'll get to here in just a moment. Lasso fill is like the greatest invention that's ever been made. Let's see here. There. Let's see. So, like, what you can do, the best thing, so basically the pen I'm using right now, what you can do with it, like, just to kind of give you an idea, get that off of there. So, like, if I start a line here, I can do that and, like, make it a much thicker line. I will say my hand is a little unsteady right now, mostly because I normally don't sit at this angle when I do this, but we're gonna have to make adjustments, so it's gonna be okay. There. Now, oh, but I was getting to it. The lasso fill, my favorite tool ever. Reason why is because you can just do this. You can see them. Well, I actually kind of messed that up, but we'll do it like this. There, let's do it like this. Let's not try and cover so much ground. Look at that. And just drop. Bam. I love that. It actually makes inking so much easier. There. You just kind of go over it. And then here we can do this. I should have done this on a vector layer so that way I could just like get rid of any like lines going across anything. But yeah, here we are. But the reason why here we can actually bring this up a taste. Yeah. So the main guy kind of has like a pretty standard look as you would expect from just about any like kind of Super Sentai inspired thing. But everybody else is going to look different. So there's that. Basically most of the other characters are going to look a little, they're going to have like a similar like vibe as our main guy, but will also have variations. So here, let's do that. Let's get our there, and then we'll kind of like smooth this out. There. Yeah, no, I'm not moving around. My watch is trying to tell me to get up and move around. I don't want to though. Actually, that's a little too low. There. That actually works a little bit better. But yeah, the main thing is she has like the kind of hair flip over the eye thing. Normally I want to make that a little bit more even. No. There we go. And I kind of wanted to maintain that in the transformation process. So that's why there's like a weird like ooh whoop, 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 over her head. And the reason why like her eye is about to just whole ass disappear. I'll just fill in the oh wait, I did the wrong thing. No wonder. Here, we'll do this. There we go. Yeah. Her entire well, for her it would be her right eye is going to be covered. For the most part. And part of her third eye is going to be covered just a teensy weensy bit. There. And then we'll kind of go back. Oop, that's not what I was trying to do. Not at all. Oh, there's that one. Nope. There we go. Nope. There. We'll have like a little bit of something going on there. I don't know what. So like basically what you'll have is like you'll have a and I'm still in alpha. That would probably explain a lot. That would explain a lot. I was still in alpha. Apologies. But yeah, I wanted like because there's another character like her because basically the long and short of it is you're looking at like an alien power, you know, being bestowed upon a random person. It's basically the premise of it. It's, you know, you could easily look. This is no different than like a Guyver or Blue Beetle or anything like that. That's really the long and short of it. That's why there's kind of like a little bit of a techno organic. It's like a little bit of a techno organic vibe. And actually, you know what? I think I might just let hers be that. We're not gonna do just to give them a little bit of a difference. Actually, and then we can kind of do like there, because it's kind of going to be the same with hers as well. There, okay, and that's when we can bust out the little turnip pin. Actually, let's do it like this because I like to get a little wild with mine. We're going to make us a border and just do that. Dude, let me tell you something. It took me a long time to get used to working digitally. Actually, here, let's kill that. Oh, wait, I killed too much. So we'll do it this way. I want to go with a little bit thicker lines for these. So for those wondering what I'm doing, what I did is I made a selection so that way I could draw as crazy as I want to without worrying about anything like overlapping or crossing over into something else. That's basically why I did that. I actually kind of prefer to do it more often than not. I just sometimes forget to. Also, let me make sure. Oh, well, I didn't get the other. Oh, wait, I did not. Oh, well, yep, that settles that. So I just got some. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. So change of plans entirely. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna chill. This is gonna be a little chill sesh. A little chill sesh. T is not gonna be able to make it at all. So unfortunately, she's having some physical ailments and she just can't make it. So it just is what it is, y'all. I apologize, But this will just be a little fun pop-up thing for us. And nobody else but us. Let's see here. Well, I mean, here's the thing. So I had to get very, 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 very accustomed to this style because, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was very much a man, I don't know how you digital cats do this shit. But then like once I actually figured it out, like it took me a while to kind of like find my groove with it. But once I did, it was off to the races. See, we're just gonna do that. Actually, no, not that much. Not that much. It's a little too much mustard. A little too much mustard. Oop, whoa, way too much mustard. There we go. And then we'll do like a little. There we go. And then we do like a little. Ah, I like that. Actually, let's do this. Let's go to alpha. There we go. And then we can actually go down on the side. So yeah, we're just gonna. I'm using an XP pen. It's a little XP tablet. This is one of the bigger ones though. So here, let's do a little. Oh wait, wrong thing. I keep forgetting I'm still like on the alpha color. There we go. Bam. And then we'll do that. Just kind of add a little bit of personality to it. There you go. Oh, just a little. I should have did this with the lasso fill. We'll actually come back and do this with the lasso. We'll kind of go over just a little teensy weensy bit. Teensy weensy bit with the lasso. There we go. Actually, no. I don't like those lines. There. We can do that. We'll do that. That'll do, pig. That'll do. There. Let's see here. So it was solo. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have not watched any of Solo Leveling, like at all. Not the new season, at least. So for me, when it comes to anime, I actually don't like watching anime week to week. If I gotta watch it week to week, I will let that shit fucking stack up, and then I will watch it in one sitting, or not one sitting, but like in like case in point, I actually tried doing that shit with Kaiju number 8. Did not work for me. I ended up going back and just waiting is what wound up happening. So here it is. I'm making another selection. And we're going to do the thing that I did earlier, but we're just going to do it again. And like I said, this way I can make my lines without having to worry about messing anything up. Now, the real catch is going to be whether or not this looks any good once I remove the pencil. Once the pencil is gone, that's really where it's going to separate the well, I was going to say the men from the boys, but you know what I mean. Actually, do like that. There we go. And then here we'll do another one. I like Blue Eye Samurai. I know some people had issues with it, but I fucking loved it. I thought it was great. There. And then we're also going to do, so this is going to be the part that's going to be just, we'll do it like this. There. I could have just did like the fill brush, but I was being extra. Actually, here we can just do that here. Editing layer only. That should there. And then here, do that again. There. And then where is my enclose? There. There. All right. And then let's do here. Let's take. There we go. And then that's that for now. I think we got some decent work out of that one, I guess. And then I guess for here, I'll hang around for a little bit more and we'll try to color it some. We'll see how that works out. I honestly don't know. Hey, what's up, Jason Franklin? How you doing, man? How we do out here. Well, no, I've seen it. I've seen solo leveling. I've seen the first season. I just haven't seen the second season. I haven't seen any of the second season. And it's going to be kind of the same for Sakamoto Days. Like, I'm not going to do hey, I'm going to watch it this week. And then I'm going to watch it the next week. And then no. Let me know when it's finished. And I'll watch it. That's kind of how I am. I'm very weird about that sort of stuff when it comes to anime. Most every anime that I've, like I said, with Kaiju number 8, I try to watch that shit week to week. So what I did, I just said, you know what, fuck it. and I already had read some of the manga anyway. I just said, I'm going to wait till this is done. And then I'm going to watch it. So once the first season was done, I watched it and I enjoyed it. Let's do this. I'm going to... There. If anyone's wondering why I'm doing this, is because I don't want her eyeballs to be colored in. There. Okay. And there. I think everything that needs to be selected is selected. And then basically what we can do is we'll do that color. And dump it. There we go. Or no, actually, nah. We'll go with a different one. We will make her go to additional color set. More varieties and browns there. Or actually, here's what we'll do. Actually, we'll dump it. And then we'll just come back to it, is what we'll do. We'll dump it, come back to it. And then we can go back over with like a brush or something and fill in our little gaps. There. And then we can do... that. Drop the yellow. And we can do it here as well. Actually, we'll do a different color for this. Man. Yeah. Not gonna lie. My least favorite part of the process is this. Coloring. I hate coloring. I'll actually show you guys a little something I did the other day. I think I'm allowed to show it. For those that are curious about... Right, so if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm flatting. Is what I'm doing. Flatting. We're doing flats. These are just... It's exactly what it sounds like. It is just a process of laying down color in the most basic ass way humanly possible. Let's see here. There's that. And then we'll also here, let's go back to that same yellow. And drop it. Drop it like it's hot. And we can erase some of that shit on me that made it outside the line. Excusez-moi. Let's also get in here a little bit. But yeah, this is like, if you ever like see, if you ever read a comic and you see like multiple colorists being listed, this is probably why. What I'm doing right now is 99.999% of the time the reason why. Here, actually, let's do a lighter one. Let's do that. Nope, nope, too much mustard. Too much mustard. Too much mustard. There we go. We'll do that one. That works. Yes. This is actually it's an original character for me. What's up, Dane? How you doing, by the way? Go show Dane some love, y'all. Over at Actual Fandom. Guys out here holding it down. Doing the Lord's work. I still need to go back and check out that interaction you had with Ethan Van Sciver. I can imagine it was hilarious, to say the least. Let's see here. And yeah, so basically what we're doing, what I'm kind of doing, I'm just picking random colors. I usually try and pick colors that contrast well enough, so that way they pop out more. In this particular case, actually here, we'll do it like this. This will be, for these, this is where it gets a little tricky. Because these are usually a darker color than what was already there. So let's, I don't know. I don't want to make them just more yellow. She is effectively our Yellow Ranger, more or less, for want of a better term to put on it. Here, we'll do this. No, I actually want them to contrast a little bit more. I actually want some contrast there. I actually want something that's not quite. What's a good? Oh man. Let's see here. Let's look at my Copic set. Let's look in the Copic set. I think we can find something that'll work. I think we can. Matter of fact, I know we can. I almost kind of want them to be a, let's see. I thought about that for a second. I thought about making them the same color. You know what? Fuck it. Let's see what happens. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do it live. Take that same color. Let's see what happens. You know what? I rock with it. I actually rock with that. Let's get those eyes popping. Now, the eyes are going to be another story. Let's see here. We're going to lay this down. Thank you, Dang. Thank you, Devontre. And then we can... I don't want her to have too much purple, though, because there is an actual... So basically, here's the way it's going to work. So there is a... The main character is... So, okay, contrary to normal, like, because like I said, this is kind of pulling a little bit from Super Sentai, as well as a bunch of other things. Instead of having, like, what is traditionally, like, your Red Ranger as the leader, the main character is going to be the Black Ranger. There will be the colors will be black, yellow, red, blue. There will be black, yellow, red, blue, purple. Purple as opposed... So basically kind of going King Oger. Style. And there will be a white, who will be kind of like not really a part of the group, but kind of playing both sides against the middle type of deal. So there's that. If you've never seen here, and I'll pull this up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Because I think everyone should bask in the majesty that is King Oger. But let's see. Do I have? I know I have one like somewhere because Lord knows I have a picture of just about every fucking Sentai team in existence. Usually. Here, let's do it like this. I can back out of that because I don't need that up anymore. For those that have never seen it, it's basically if you took like Attack on Titan and Super Sentai, threw it in the blender and hit puree. It is base like it's so much here. This is, will this show up? Yeah, here it is. Okay, so this right here is King Oger. It's like, you know, more medieval fantasy themed. They live in a walled city. Giant monsters come and attack it. Very much an Attack on Titan style. And they have a blue, yellow, red, like as opposed to like a pink, they have more of like a purple or violet. And then they have your Black Ranger. And then technically, I think their Six Ranger is more silver than anything else. But yeah, definitely, I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement with Devontre. As far as Super Sentai goes, like it used to be Gokaiger. Gokaiger was the GOAT. Like that was my litmus test for Super Sentai. It like if you could match the energy of Gokaiger, that was pretty much it for me. And the reason why I say Gokaiger is because if you ever watched that one episode of Power Rangers where they had every Ranger in the history of ever show up, this shit right here, it's because they took it from Gokaiger. Gokaiger had all the powers of all of the different like Super Sentai teams from before. They were able to summon that energy to bring the Rangers from the past into the present and fight alongside them. They could even turn into the different ones. But Gokaiger was the GOAT. Gokaiger used to be my, like, if you asked me any day of the week, you said, what's your favorite Super Sentai? Gokaiger. Every day. Every day. But when I watched this shit right here, I was like, well, let me take Gokaiger. You got to come down off this pedestal, pimp. So yeah, but that's where like largely the like, because that's largely where the color scheme mostly comes from. Not because I hate the color pink, but largely just because I just didn't want it. I just didn't want it. I was like, I wanted to stay away from like and also I didn't want to do the stereotypical tropes of, oh, we're gonna have a pink Ranger, but the pink Ranger is going to be a chick. It's like, well, no. I mean, to be fair, I'm still kind of playing to those stereotypes because of the yellow and purple. But that's the reason why I don't want to go too... Actually, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. I don't want to go too terribly deep off into the purple. But the thing is, when we go over this, it's going to change anyway. So it's not really going to matter. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Like when you think... When you think about like top tier, like, yeah, when you think about like, yeah, top shelf Super Sentai, I mean, look, it's difficult for me to like, okay, I'll put it like this. What was the one, like, okay, was it, excusez-moi, Turbo Ranger was one that I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on Turbo Ranger. I'm super straight on that. But like, yeah, like when it comes to like, when you're talking about like goated Super Sentai, like you're not gonna, okay, let's be real. First off, you ain't fucking with Jetman. Let's just go ahead and keep it a buck. You ain't fucking with Jetman. Jetman will always eat that lunch. Jetman will always eat the lunch, of most things. And I would even go as far as to say that, even though I think like Kaku Ranger is silly. It's my favorite kind of silly, so like I give it a free pass. Kaku Ranger gets a free pass at the Blerd Without Fear compound. Kaku Ranger, and mostly, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of it's just because of how stupid it is. It's because of how stupid it is the reason why Kaku Ranger always gets a pass from me. This is Kaku. It was the one with the ninjas. It was the one with the ninjas. It was the one with the ninjas where Ninjor comes from. And then like I'll fight a motherfucker over Die Ranger. I'll fight you over Die Ranger, which is where the White Ranger comes from. It's the one of the few Super Sentais that was never adapted over here. I also gets down with them Phantom Thieves. Was it Lupin Ranger versus Pat Ranger? They're goated. I think they're goated. I put them up there. They're up on the pedestal. And you know what? Even though, like, I know your mileage is going to vary for a lot of people. I like Kyu Ranger a lot. Kyu Ranger is great. It's got way too many goddamn Rangers in it, though, but I still like it a lot. I'll fight a motherfucker over that one. Not to mention that theme song is lit. That theme song is lit. And then, man, hang with me just for a sec. Just rock with me for a minute. Tokyuger is also kind of wild. I don't like the theme of Tokyuger, and it's got the weird Dick Megazord. For those that, if for whatever reason you don't know what I'm talking about, it's got the most interesting version of a Megazord I have ever seen. And this isn't like jokes. This isn't like Photoshop. Like, this is a thing. This is an actual thing. It's an actual thing that has happened. It's got a fucking train engine for yeah. Just anyway, these are cursed. That's a cursed image. I gotta take that off of there. That's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Like, if you can get past the Megazord, it's goated. It's goated. It's up there too. It's up there. It's up there as well. Like, I put it up there with like OG. He's like, this is art. I know some people didn't rock with the Power Rangers SPD, but like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Deca Ranger was the business. Deca Ranger was the business. That is what I will say about that. Yeah, I'll fight a motherfucker for the right. Ginga Man also goated. This is Ginga Man right there. Ginga Man is lit. Always goated. Always and forever goated. Mega Ranger also goated. And Time Ranger, super goated. Time Ranger was super goated. Super mega ultra goated. I rocks with that. There's lots. Honestly, there's more good ones than bad ones. There's more good Super Sentai out there than there are bad ones. But I will definitely say your mileage is going to vary depending on like, like what you give a shit about. Yeah, what you ultimately care about. Oh, but yeah, yeah. It's about to get demonetized. Hey, it's a train. It's a train, y'all. I promise you, it's a train. I promise you, it is a train. I absolutely positively promise you, it is a train. Let's do that, and then we can make another color layer, and this is where we can get a little more experimental. We're gonna lock down. I'm gonna log down that one. So yeah, I will say, so yeah, basically, Time Ranger is the one with Virgil from DMC. Basically, it's basically what it is. This is basically what it is. He said we ain't never gonna get that play button. Hey, you know what? We're taking it, like I said. What are my metrics for rating these? Okay, so the metrics for rating a good Super Sentai. Okay, so first and foremost, you have to set the vibes early on. I can't play any of the music because I've actually gotten hit for that in the past. That said, the metric for me is, okay, first, I look at the costumes. If the costumes are lit, I'm in. Now, it's not really the best metric because I will promise you, there are some stupid ass costumes out there. I'll do this. Boom Boomger has some of the dumbest costumes ever, like tire rims for helmets. But I actually kind of slick like that show. So I guess so it's not. So I will say costumes aren't the first thing I look at. But I do look at the theme, like the overall theme, like case in point, Go Kaiger is about pirates fighting really initially fighting back against the Zangyak, which are basically other like a evil space empire. They're not really trying to stop them though. They're really trying to avoid them because they're space pirates. They're not really supposed to be likable people at first. They're basically the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like they're very focused on monetary gain. But the trip about them is that over time you start to see them become and act more like heroes over the course of the series. And also the fact that they can transform into previous Rangers. It's an anniversary season, so that means you're going to be revisiting old Super Sentai seasons, bringing back actors from those original shows. So that part, it kind of hits on the nostalgia. It also has some pretty lit theme music. The characters, you got to have good, strong characters. Captain Marvelous is the Red Ranger GOAT. There's no other selection. There is no other selection. There's only one guy. There's only one guy. No one is as cool as this motherfucker right here. No one is as cool as Captain Marvelous. Captain Marvelous is the only Red Ranger ever in the history of ever because he keeps that thing on him. He keeps that blicky out, and he does not care. Like, you also got to look at the drip. You got to look at the drip. Look at the drip. Look at the drip. That's another thing, too. You got to have drip. You got to have drip. There's no... Look, you got to have the drip. And then you also... You got to have this, too. You got to have... Here, let's see. Look, can I open this up? Yeah, let's open this up. You gotta have that. Look at that drip, man. Look at the drip, man. It's too much. It's too much. The drip is too nice. I don't really care about the Megazords because I think the Megazords are the least important part of the thing. Like, I actually pay less attention to the Zords nowadays than ever before. But and you also have to have a good sixth Ranger. You have to have a good sixth Ranger. Every good Super Sentai series has to have a good sixth Ranger. If you don't have a good sixth Ranger, your shit is cooked. And I'm sorry, but especially if your sixth Ranger is named Guy, you got a Guy has to be, he's the best. He's the best. He's one of the goats. He's one of the goats. I like the mecha. I just don't think about, well, it's because they don't use traditional suit actors as much for Super Sentai mech scenes. A lot of them are CG, and that's why I stopped paying attention. Now, King Oger got me back because I was like, oh, they're using like legit like people in suits. I like to see people in suits. I'm weird. I'm real weird about that shit. Not gonna hold you. Not going to hold ya. And sometimes the mechs can be a little silly looking. Sometimes they can be a little silly looking. Like, King Oger is great, though. When they actually have King Oger on the screen, it's not like a CGI mess. That's when I check out. That's when I check out. Let's do this. Okay, so let's get in here. Let's start with the eyes. There. And then we'll... And then we can cut some of this. Cut some of this down. Okay. And then we're going to kind of zoom in just a teensy-weensy bit. So we can get more of that selection. But yeah. There. There we go. Now we're getting into some business. We're getting into some business. All right, now we can go back to the pen. So basically what we're going to do here... Oh, wait, nope. That's not right. We got to be in a color layer. There we go. There we go. So basically what I'm doing, I'm using kind of a Copic style marker. Like an alcohol marker, basically. And then we're going to kind of blend it a little bit to give it that kind of fade. And that way it's not just one flat color. That's, you know, basic. That's really the main idea there. And then we can kind of come back with maybe a somewhat darker color. Come with a somewhat darker color. And then what we'll do is we'll blend that too. We'll blend all of this. Here we go. There we go. And like I said, it'll be less. There. There. Look at that. We can do a little glint. We'll do like a little glint, like a little smidge. We can do like a little smidge. Here, we gotta take this. We can do like a little. We'll do like a. We'll do it like this. Actually, here, bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Yeah, we'll do like that. And then what we'll do, come back. And kind of blend her in just a little bit. Well, we'll put some stronger vibes. So that kind of blended in and kind of faded off into obscurity. We'll put it more around the eye. And then we can kind of there we go. There we go. And like I say, just get a little. And then we'll come back with just a little bit more. Well, a little bit more in here. And then we can kind of blend that bad boy back in. There. Kind of blend it in. Oh, thank you for that. These guys are gonna be kind of weird. Not gonna hold you. Actually, let's get a little. We need to get a little more bright in there because it got darkened out just a little. I want to get the color pop back in there just a smidge. And then we can kind of. There we go. And then we'll do, and then like what we'll kind of have, because I think every good anime character should have it. Let's go to Alpha Channel. And then we'll do like a little, oh wait, nope. Not there. Oh yeah, we'll actually have to do it on both. Let's do it like this then. Let's do it like this. Let's see. Oh, yeah, let's do that. There we go. Why is it doing it like that? That's so weird. Oh, because I'm doing enclose and fill, not lasso fill. That explains a lot. There we go. Give it that extra. Give it that extra effect. Give it that extra effect. A little extra pop. And then we can kind of, this one we're going to kind of cheat a little bit because, yeah, we don't really have to do as much over on this side. Where's my little, we'll just do just enough to kind of, you'll get the vibes. You get a little bit of the vibes because, like, we're not going to be seeing, like, the whole thing. Let's do a, here, let's actually pull this up just a little bit more. There. And then we can start blending. There. A little more blend. A little more blend in there. And then let me get that yellow, just a little bit more of that yellow back. And then we can kind of do a little bit of that. A little razzle dazzle. Then that's done. And then we can kind of zoom back out. And then, like, when it comes to, like, the face stuff, let's go here and then go like that. And let's also do this. There. Want to get the, so we're not going into eyeball territory. And there as well. Okay. And then we can also get over in here. And in there. All right. There you go. We got most of the skin. I think we actually, we got pretty much all the skin covered. We got all the skin covered up. Yeah. This is from the manga that I'm working on, Sketchy. But yeah, thank you. You know what? Thank you. So a little bit of background on this character. Oh, we got to do the top eye too. We'll do the top eye next. The third eye will be next. But the cool thing about her as a character is going to be that, so everyone's going to have very different backgrounds. One of the characters is going to be a barista. She'll be a barista. Not this one, but the other, the one that's the Purple Ranger. She'll be a barista. The main guy is basically got kind of down on his luck Spider-Man vibes, but not quite so self-effacing. Maybe a little self-effacing. You can always be a little more self-effacing, I guess. But basically he is you got that guy. Another guy works for like a private military corporation. And then there'll be another dude who is like a former gangbanger, kind of fresh out of prison. And then the jobless barista, PMC, former gang. Then when you get to her, she also is technically a barista. Or not barista, but works in like a kind of a retail environment, kind of similar, like as a kind of a food service environment. But she's also, her main gig is that she is a battle rapper. That's gonna be her thing. Yeah, what I'm doing now, I'm doing this right now to make some highlights. Let me bring this up just a touch so I can that's gonna be the main thing. There. Okay. And then what we do, come back. Actually, let's make this a little bigger. There we go. Okay. There. And then we're going to kind of go back. Some other little softer tones. There. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the energy of the character is going to be very similar. Very similar, I would say. We'll come back over with come back over with that, and then we're gonna start blending. Gonna blend all of that in. Now we can go back to this. This is where we're really gonna kind of come back into. Actually, here we'll do it like this. I'm gonna do this on a separate layer. There we go. So let's go back. Yeah, take that off. And then like the sixth one is just gonna be a student, more or less. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. That's what I meant to do. Actually, let's shrink this in just a little bit. I wonder. Actually, I want to try something here. Let's do this. Can I do that there? Yeah. There we go. And then we'll kind of do like a little, doing just a little bit of a shadow just to kind of, you know, let it be clear that there's definitely shadow going on there. Now let's get back to that. Okay. But yeah, she's the main thing that I really want out of her is just that energy. Like she's gonna be the one that's like the fuck it, let's go, like type of character. Like that's kind of that's basically what I'm going for with her. She's the all right, let's throw hands. Like, so to kind of give you an idea without giving away like all of my character Bible. The main thing with her is that she's the one who has all of like the like all of them are like, you know, superhumanly strong, this, that, and the third, whatever. You know, so on, so on, so forth. I think I'm pleased with that. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. All of them have that. All of them have that kind of vibe. Like all of them can be superhumanly strong, but everyone has like a thing that they're particularly good at, better than like say some of the others. And her thing is I did not mean to do that. Her thing is largely just being superhumanly strong, superhumanly durable. She can take a hit. Yeah, she can also throw a hit pretty damn good her damn self. And that's kind of where I want her to live. So yeah, she's a little ratchet. She's a little ratchet. And that's what I love about her. That's what makes her great. That is what makes her great. Okay, we're going to go back to the flat layer because we're going to just flat this real quick. Actually, I have an idea. I have a theory. Here, we're going to do this. Can we... Ooh, got the perfect idea right here. Or no, wait a minute. Not that. Here, we'll let this go just for a moment. Okay. Can I get inside that layer just right quick? There we go. There we go. I think I like that. I think I like that. And then we'll do the same thing up here. Can we clear that out? There we go. Okay. I like it. 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 Where's my lasso? Okay. Do they have an Alpha 5? So that's kind of the funny thing about this. Yes and no. So I said earlier that the thing that was the inspiration for this was like Kamen Rider, Guyver, stuff like that. The reason why I say the reason the where all of that is going to come into play is going to be with the things that oh wait, wrong one, sorry. Is the thing that makes them what they are. So like you kind of see you have this third eye up here. Each character's third eye can talk. It's basically like having like a Venom symbiote or a Kajida, like if you're talking about Blue Beetle. This thing has its own thoughts and its own ideas, wants, desires, needs, what have you. Its own personality. And the funny thing about with all of these, there will also be like a character that is not a part of the group that kind of hangs around with the group, but for the most part they won't have like a traditional, like they'll have a confidant, but not like a kind of like how if you watch and most Super Sentai have this too, really almost all Kamen Rider Super Sentai shows, there's always the one person that's regular that never really gets involved in any of the stuff. Like they're involved, but you're not going to see them henching or anything like that. That's basically the idea here. Like they are kind of their own Alpha 5. Like basically like, hey, you need to be doing this, or hey man, you might want to not do that, or hey, do this other thing, don't do that thing. Or like, if they get their shit rocked, it's like, hey man, we need to go to some different tactics or some shit. Yeah, they do have that. They do have that. So like each character, so while there are technically 6 characters, like as far as like really the 6th one's not really a part of the group per se. They're kind of like on the periphery. But like as far as like the core 5, and really just the main one, because that's kind of going to be the other thing. Well, the other characters are going to be important. The main character is going to be the guy that you spend the most time with. Mostly because it's his story. But it just so happens that he's meeting other people like himself. It's kind of like in that regard, which is why like there will be him, and then after him there will come a Red Ranger style character. There will then come a blue or purple, or in her case Yellow Ranger. She'll come running along, and they will all have like their own they all have their own like story to tell. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, they're gonna just kind of be doing their thing, more or less. I forgot what I was doing. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. I was like off in La La Land for like a hot minute. Not gonna hold you. Where are my yellows? Where are my yellows? Where are my yellows? Here, let's do this one. We're gonna try and soften this up just a little bit. We'll get that purple back in there. Where'd it go? Where'd that purple at? There we go. And we'll kind of like put it like around there. So we kind of have like almost blend them in each other. They have like this really kind of weird radial kind of. There we go. There we go. Kind of like that. Let's bring that in just a touch. Actually, let's do this one. Oh, wait, nope. That's the blender. There we go. That's the one. Let's get that orange back in here. Get that orange popping. And then we can blend these bad boys. And then we can also go down into this. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm always trying. And then let's get some of that yellow, that yeller. Get some of that yeller back in there. There. Though I did lose some of that purple, so I have to go back, put that purple back in there. Some of it got lost. Some of it got lost in the sauce. We're actually going to go back over that one. We're going to do like a little... I should have like did that beforehand, but I didn't. And then we can do a little... There. Blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it. Let me get another little dash of some orange right there. We're going to blend this up too. There we go. All right. And then we can go to the white. Drop some. Yeah, boy. There we go. And then what we'll do is I'm actually going to clear some of this out. Nope, that is not the right one. Let's zoom in a little more. There, that's the one. That is the one. So let's go here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then we can just kind of come back over this. And then do like a little... There. There we go. Simplified. Simplified. That's pretty much that on that. We'll do like a little... Oh yeah, actually, let's make my life simple. Let's make my life simple. And then there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All right. So now we can kind of mess around in here. Okay. There, look at that. I'm not really worried about the lower bottom part because it's not really a part of the main thing, but we are going to kind of hit these little highlights and whatnot. And then we'll kind of touch this up. Let's actually put a little bit more in there, and then we can kind of blend that down. And that's pretty much that on that. And John Stewart, thank you for reminding the good people. Thank you for reminding the good people. Yeah, John Stewart just pointed this out, and I can't help but because what you're gonna actually get now. I think I actually talked about this. I think I talked about this on the cave the other day, and I'm gonna bring it up here. Because why not? You know, why not? Why not share? Why not share the wealth? Here, I want to. John Stewart points out this is the kind of great content you get if you're a member or a patron, and this man's out here giving it to you for free. Yeah, here's the thing. This is what you're not going to get for free. This is what you're not going to get for free, y'all. So some of you know, if you've been hanging around any little bit, you know that we recently had some talks about the black version of Norman Osborn, the Green, aka the Green Goblin, is going to be coming to the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man animated series. You know, if for whatever reason you're not in the know, this is going to be a thing. Well, I have decided that I wanted to take one of my favorite memes. I wanted to take one of my favorite memes, which is, the Norman Osborn with the waves, Norman Osborn with the wave game. I wanted to take that. I wanted to take that concept and marry it with another of my favorite memes. And I think we're going to make a t-shirt out of it. And it's going to be this one right here. I think we're going to do it. I'm going to find a way to make it work. And patrons and channel members are going to get to watch that. They're going to get to watch that process unfold before their very eyes. And I think that's going to be something fun. I think that's actually going to be something really fun for everybody. I think. I could be wrong, but yeah, hey, it is what it is. But that said, that was a good impromptu little art stream that I did not plan. I did not have any designs on, but yet here we are. I apologize. And yes, to answer, I didn't see this question earlier. Urban Prince Strong Style. So in some respects, yes. There is there's actually even a little inside joke about it in the first issue that I have written that I plan on drawing at some point soon. I'm thumbnailing it now. I think this one is going to be done a little bit differently. I think I'm just going to put it out there. I might put it on I don't know. I'm still working out the magic on that one. I debated making a website to just put it on, and we'll just go from there. We'll see what happens. But what was I gonna say? Yeah. So yes, the characters are somewhat. So the main character. Let's go back. Bam. So the main character is there's a little joke in the first issue that I wrote that basically is to the tune of the alien creature basically reads the subconscious of its host and tries to think of the thing that would encapsulate their host idea of what they see themselves as. And the joke is that it's kind of a mixture of a bunch of different things, that it's a little Mega Man, it's a little Super Sentai, it's a little Kamen Rider, it's a little Guyver, it's a little 8-Man, and some random guy you people seem to call Freezer. So there's that. But yeah, there's a little joke about that. But yeah, let's see here. Well, but that's it. That's really it. So I'm part of Blerd Co's B Force team, so we do some good, but at any time we likely do some F shit too. So you can quickly disavow our actions. Hey, look. y'all are, look, put some respect on your name. Put some respect here. Y'all the Ain't Shit Squad, and I love y'all for it. Y'all the Ain't Shit Squad, and I love y'all for it, okay? That said, oh, and I will say, and for this one too. Oh man, dude, Gearless out here, man. So I like this gumbo. Hey, look, we're trying to make something happen. We're gonna try and make a little something happen. But you know, we out here. You know, but thank you for that. 1999 super chat. Oh man, I appreciate the love, brother. Appreciate the love. Always out here. Always out here. The director of Shield out here holding it down. And as far as, okay, so, and just for case anyone had missed, in case anyone had missed it earlier, yes, T could not make it. I just didn't feel inclined to go through the trouble of changing the thumbnail and everything while I was live, and I decided to stay live just the same. So I do not know when T will be able to do it again. She has not informed me, but I will be keeping the door open. So that if she wants to come back on at some point, because I think the comic that she is writing is not coming out until next month. So yeah, we'll just have to, like I said, we'll just kind of have to play that by ear. We'll play that all by ear and go from there. But that said, I think that this is a good place to leave it on. And you know what? Here, we'll do this. Here, let's have a little fun. I always time-lapse record shit. I always like to do a little here. We're going to export the time-lapse. Look at that. Look at, man, look at it. Look at us out here. I'm going to export the time-lapse record on this. And we'll kind of do a little quick look at it to see how it all came together, to see where a thing starts and where it ends. Here, let's see here. I can apparently leave this call in meeting for all. I don't know why I've still been sitting in that Zoom call. Let's see here. Let's do here. There we go. Let's pull that. Let's run it back. We're gonna run this bad boy back. Where did I save it? I saved it somewhere. It's in a place. Here, let's put it over. Yeah, we'll put it over here. And okay, you guys are about to see some wild shit, and I hope you enjoy. So, this is it. Let's run it back. Let's see how we did. Let's go back for it. Blurko, hey, dude, that's what I'm saying, man. ASS, agents of ass. Not ass guard, just ass. Just agents of ass. There we go. I think that's it. You know what? I think we found the name. It has been christened. It is here, thus been christened thee. It is here, thus been christened thee. Ancient Squad. Ass. The agents. The agents of ass. Love to see it, y'all. That was it. That was the one. I hope you guys enjoyed all this ass up in this chat. I love it. You know what? I love it. I'll change the name of this after we get done. This is just good. This is, like I said, this is just gonna be for us. This is just gonna be for us. Like I said, once again, I apologize that T could not make it. Like I said, if you are familiar, the least bit familiar with T as a person, you know that she deals with a lot of chronic pain due to her disabilities. So sometimes some days are going to be better than others, and that just it just is what it is. It's not anything that it's not anything that is her fault or anything that she can do to I'm sure if she could completely be done with feeling chronic pain every single day of her life, I'm pretty sure she would. She would probably volunteer to jump on that grenade for all of us. But no, that's just not how that sort of thing works. So I'll get with her and we'll talk again about trying to figure out like a schedule to sit down and talk. But until next time, I will be back tomorrow because we do have another guest that is going to be joining us tomorrow. Unless they cancel. I don't think they're going to cancel. I'm speaking facetiously here when I say this. But no. Tomorrow, Ed Brisson is going to be back. For those of you who do not know who Ed Brisson is, Ed is the writer of the upcoming Silverhawk series. And oh wow, dude, Gearless is just out here. Gearless is out here. My God, man. Says no need to apologize. We enjoy your content and know you're doing the best you can with what you have. We appreciate you keeping us in mind, though. Hey, anytime, man. Y'all already know, man. Any time. I appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. And thank you, Gearless, for that. Man, dude, hit me with 100 bomb out here. Just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. A thing of beauty. Cannot make this up. It's a thing of beauty. And I just realized that y'all probably didn't hear what I played. Because I don't have it. I don't have my what's his face on this particular thing. So we're gonna do it again. We're gonna pretend that I did it right the first time. Look at that. Love to see it. Thank you. Also, real quick, this should show up. We're going to have Ed Brisson in the house tomorrow. He's going to be coming on to talk about Thundercats Lost. And we might talk a little bit about Silverhawks. I don't know if we're going to have the time to talk about Silverhawks. I'm going to try to talk about Silverhawks, but, just know that, that's the plan. That is ultimately the plan. The plan is to talk about a little bit of everything, but the primary thing to talk about is going to be Thundercats. But I feel like I will probably be talking to him about Silverhawks here before too long. Just is the nature of the beast. Is the nature of the beast. It's what we do here. But that said, I'm gonna get out of here because you know what? I got stuff to do and not enough time to do it in. So thank you all so much for hanging around. I know I once again I apologize for the interview getting canceled. Like I said, it wasn't anything that could be done about it, but I hope y'all enjoyed the stream nonetheless. I tried to be as entertaining as humanly possible in the wake of winging it. But anyway, thank you all again, and I will see you all tomorrow. Make sure that if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, tap the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any pop-up live streams like this, because you're going to start seeing them a lot more, because I got 2 more next week on top of what's going down this week. So I will see you then. And until next time, for all my people in the chat, my people in Blerd Koa, my chatters, my lurkers, super chatters, Earth's mightiest subscribers, Earth's mightiest patrons, and Blerd Club, my agents of ass, I'm the Blerd without fear. And Hulk Hogan, you can go to hell.
Bye.